Hello buddy, welcome back. I'm the Strides Professor, and today we're going to be doing another episode in our legendary Tyrion campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. Let's go ahead and get back in here. So we gotta get a tech here. How far are we from the archive? I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple days since I've episode here. Okay, so we're working on the archive. Okay, we can go ahead and start a tech while we wait on the others. I think we're probably just going to stick with the archers for a while. Trade advancements would be nice as well, but we can go ahead and grab militia training. It's just pretty solid all around. Here.
The Asa are troubled.
If we want to level that up. We can do this one. This one's pretty cheap, and it's really nice when we siege.
Servant of the king.
Now I'm gonna have to come down and fight this dude.
Unlikely.
I think we can beat him. The spears are a little on the rough side. We could try to get peace with Gothic also.
The Phoenix Court awaits your plea with interest.
Move forward. Let me check out the rest of the diplomacy.
You called?
Caledor does not have an army right now, so we could go knock out Caledor probably pretty easily. If we get peace with Gothic, it doesn't mean we have to keep peace with them forever. This back door throws a wrinkle in the plans. I mean, I was kind of prepared just to come up here and just fight them, but it is going to be rough. Where's this guy even going?
Gladly.
Who are they fighting?
Allow me.
Who's this dude at war with?
I'm listening.
Fighting Gothic, fighting Alarian. Oh wait, Safari, not them.
Prince of Elfwan.
Yeah, we need to fight them too. So they are fighting pretty much everybody. Caledor, Safari, Tyrion, and Avalorn. So Avalorn's gonna like it if we fight him. Where's tolerance? Okay, so the gifts have worn off, so we could give them another gift.
We have much to discuss. Come, join me.
Not bad, not bad. We'll go ahead and give them a gift.
Serving the gods.
Okay. So we could go ahead and make peace with Gothic. I would like that salt. I would like to fight him. Remember, we were going to go fight him, but if we're having to run around dealing with back doors and things like that, maybe it's not worth. We can just use our efforts elsewhere. Okay, we'll see if they're down. See if they're down. They're starting to get neutral because they like that we took out Yvres. They're fighting Safari.
You have a proposal for the Asur.
Yeah, I think because
delightful.
this will.
A wise course.
We don't have to do non-aggression with them either, so we could get aggressive eventually, but just because I see a good opportunity here to go knock out the other.
Guardian of the Phoenix. I have heard tales of your kind.
Okay. We can go knock out Caledor before, while their army is done.
The Reaper.
I agree.
Guardian of the Phoenix.
That's all they have here. I don't know what their specialty thing is. They have some kind of special building here they haven't built yet. I think it's a top-end building. Could also take these guys out eventually too if we really wanted to.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just see if we can beeline for Caledor over here.
Alariel's champion. Alariel guides me.
Okay, what else are we upgrading and building? So we weren't going to upgrade this because we don't need it. Okay, we're going to be able to get some bolt throwers. That'll be great for a siege. This place, trio, wine. Check out the other places soon. Okay, did that. bows, dragon armor. Need a promenade, which is tier 3. Be at war with Caledor. We get some bonus stuff. So we should be able to do that pretty soon. Saving up the influence to try to get a good wizard.
You must restore order.
Okay. 15 can get you like a decent wizard. Ooh, Avalorn is fighting Safri. Okay. That's actually going to be really nice then if we beat up Safri. Or if Avalorn gets beat up by Safri, that's good, because if the person you're trying to confederate with, if they have a really weak military and they're getting just destroyed, they're much more likely to confederate with you. It's just kind of logical, makes sense. If you're a really powerful, force, and if they feel like they need your protection, then, they're more likely to cede their sovereignty. Like a mafia. Need some protection, friend? Maybe not quite as diabolical, but... I mean, there's a lot of good movies coming out this year. I just realized, and good TV. Like, I'm pretty hype about, like, media in 2019. There's like 3 really good Marvel movies, or they look like they're going to be solid. Like, all coming out, like... the new Infinity War is going to be great, I think. I mean, definitely. And then I feel like Captain Marvel's probably going to be pretty good. The Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be good. I really like the cast. I like the kid. I forgot his name, but I think he's the best cast Spider-Man so far. He just really feels like an awkward teenager, and he's just a great actor. I like him a lot. Seems like a really nice guy too. Like, you could hang out with that guy. He doesn't feel like... Some actors can feel like they're very aloof, very different. They just don't like, hanging out with people. They just, just kind of a little odd.
Servant of the king.
He just seems like he's actually a really cool guy. I don't know a lot about him. I haven't, researched him, but... I like it. I like the casting. Okay. So this is the exposed one, right? Oh no, this is the one here. Okay, this is the one where we might need some walls. Trying to remember. Okay, so we want to level up that here. We could just get money here. Money and trinkets is such a huge bargain. We have a lot of trade partners. We do need a tier 3 promenade. To start that, we could get a promenade here, but... or one of these things, and then eventually pull it up there, but I think this is where we want the tier 3 the most. I think that's... okay, yeah. This is where we want the tier 3 the most, and this is where we're closest to it. Because we want the wines all the way up to the top, so... I think this one, just the money, makes sense. Let's do it. Trinkets. It's a really, really good bargain if you can trade those trinkets, especially in terms of
Shield against
gold.
the darkness.
Alright, so we're just gonna keep dashing.
Onward. Very well.
Yeah, we're gonna beat them down, and then we should be able to next turn recruit some bolt throwers. We could take this time to switch out our archers. We do have high-ranking archers, which is... I hate to get rid of that, but, like, the extra armor is a very big deal. How much? They're doing 31 damage right now. That's a pretty big upgrade, though. How much do they normally do? 20? 20.
Ever loyal.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. How do they even do that much extra damage with only 5 ranks? I guess they have, like, percentage damage increases, probably. But still, it's hard to give that up. Maybe I should just not give that up and just hold on to it for now. Okay, that's all good. Public order's looking sketch over here. Do not have a lot of public order. We can't get any through this, so... we're gonna have to run up here and deal with the rebellion eventually. Maybe we just let this fall for now, and then we come back up and deal with the rebels in a second. The rebels are gonna be that faction, Uvaris, that we just got rid of.
You must restore order.
I could try to hire an army here and just try to hold it. Or do I just let, is it even worth the money? It's not even giving me any money hardly, right? It's like 297. The port is good. With this, that's good. That trades, like, that's most of my money. But this is like, the public order just seems too terrible to hold this. It's only, if I don't upgrade it, it'll only be tier 1. Let's just get rid of that, and we can just come siege them again later. Yeah, let's just do that. And we can upgrade this.
The people are resting.
And double back over there and deal with that later.
Shield against the darkness.
Okay. Is I really don't like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, I could make an army. I could make a 20 stack here and go over there and defend that, but it's going to be like a 4,000 gold upkeep army to defend a territory that's going to give me like 300
Order
gold.
must be maintained.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So
Champion of the Ever Queen.
I'll just let them have it, and then I can go up there and retake it later. It's not that amazing right now. If I can't get the public order to hold it naturally without a huge army, then it's not worth my time. Okay, I think the rest of this is all good. Let me just...
You have traveled far to petition the Phoenix.
Defender of the dignified visitor. Such a
Oh,
rare
confederate,
treat.
nice. Hold on.
Welcome.
See if that's worth or not. Why would they confederate with me right now? Not sure.
Queen of Avalon. I am the bright flower of the...
Defender of the Ever Queen.
Is he fight? He's fighting Tor on leg right now. I really don't want that. Well, that could give me something. Could give me some Tor on leg archers. Wait, can we get those normally, or is that a Steel Faith unit? I think it's a Steel Faith unit.
We are ill
There
at
are no
ease.
Tor on leg archers. There are in the Steel Faith overall one. Okay. Well, I would get 2 areas that are relatively secure. I might need to get a
How wise.
non-aggression with them if I did that. Now this place, I think they have a bonus building that gives out, this already has walls too, and a tier 3 port. That's really nice.
Most astute.
I would get this
Guardian of the
army.
Phoenix Crown.
It might make other people mad. Let me make sure that
At your service.
I'm gonna need a non-aggro with
Phoenix Court
Karthik.
awaits your plea
Karthik
with
if I'm gonna
interest.
do that.
Impossible.
maybe, I mean, I might be able to fight them anyways, but because I think they're not gonna like us.
You may approach and make your request.
That's pretty cheap. Let's go ahead and just
I agree.
pay a little bit there. I think it's worth. We're gonna have to probably ditch the army, but
If you wish.
we got a noble we can use to just like spam influence.
As you say.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Speak.
It might slow down our chances with her,
Alaria
but
the
she doesn't really look
Everqueen.
like she's gonna give in anytime soon. So I'm gonna take what we get
Prince
here.
of Welcome. Time is precious, so please make your request.
It's weird why they wouldn't just give you all of their gold, you know, if they're gonna cede their sovereignty to you, but okay, got it. Now what's the penalty in the base game? I'm trying to remember. Minus 40 and then minus 8 public order. Okay. 5 turns. Okay, sounds good.
Lethal grace given form.
Just
Loyal
gotta have
to a
anything
foe.
worthwhile, dragon willed. That's actually really sweet. That's really sweet for late game. Now, we can go ahead and dismiss him, and then he'll still be in your pool, so you can hire him back later. So we're probably going to go ahead and dismiss him, and then just bring him back later. We'll keep the noble. I know I was talking trash about nobles. People said, you know, they can face tank a bunch of stuff, and they fight really well. They're okay. I mean, I'm just comparing them to other heroes that can fight well, okay? And they are, and just their skills, they're pretty weak compared to a lot of other, like, combat heroes out there, I think. But anyways, they're okay. Their main thing that they're going to be good at, I think, is getting a lot of this influence, so we can get really good lords and really good wizards and stuff like that. And then, you know, the replenishment's pretty good, you know, able to assassinate is good, but they don't give, like, a lot of buffs to your army, and they don't have any, like, really cool spells or anything like that, so they're okay. But anyways, okay, so we are definitely far in the penalty. See this here? We have 3 armies now, so it's a 30% increased upkeep for everybody. So that's why I'm saying, like, on Legendary, you really, really need to try to,
Prince of Elfwat,
you know, have your strongest...
Loyal to a fault.
Wasteful. Ooh, wow. That is terrible. Holy cow, that's really bad. You really need to try to do the most with the least possible. Okay, so we're going to have to get rid of that army. There's a chance they go to war with me, right? We just did peace, though, so they can't go to war for 10 turns. Where's their special? Oh, they have furs. Okay. That doesn't unlock anything special, though. Okay, white lions. +2. 20 exotic animal cages. Yeah, that's pretty legit. Fairgrounds. Okay. We can go ahead and hire a wizard there if we want to. See what's in store for us. Okay. I want that. I'm about to complete a wizard building over somewhere else. So I may not need it. Noble building's pretty trash. It will let us get to cultural advancements. We need tier 4 for that, though, which means we're going to need growth. So I think we go ahead and get rid of this noble building. If we need to bring it back later, we can. Yeah, this tannery is looking good. I mean, so that can be +2 for white lions. Then that would give us another +2. White lions, I mean, they're pretty decent. They're pretty decent.
primed for action.
If you micro them correctly. Okay, let's just get this out. Does he have any
A promising
items?
lieutenant.
No. We're just going to get rid of this dude. Poor Onwek. This is like a wasteland, so it's going to be hard to hold this. Public order-wise, she has the Shrine of Cain. Yes, this whole province is pretty terrible. I mean, each one of these areas adds -3, so we're going to have -9 public order if we try to take this. So we're going to be looking, and then, like, it's -12 naturally on Legendary, so we're going to be looking at, like, -21 public order. And it costs so much extra gold to, like, build buildings here, and your growth is terrible. You're never going to be able to recruit. It's rough. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. We could move this down and try to, like, fight, you know, bring this all the way down here, but it's going to take way too many turns and cost way too much gold, so.
Defender of the Phoenix
Get this dude the boot.
Lethal grace given form.
Now, this guy's very good, like I said before, but
Can I offer assistance?
it's possible we could move him down here and defend this, but once again, is it even worth at this point? I'm going to go with a no. We'll just come down there and kill Tor Yvris once they respawn. In,
At
like,
your service.
10 turns or something, we'll go deal with him.
Lord of the Phoenix Court.
Okay, so I do want to keep this guy out and about.
Onward then.
Okay, and we'll go ahead
You
and
need me?
dismiss him.
A worthy ally.
They don't get bad traits, and they don't get mad at you if you dismiss them too. I know in, like, Total War Attila, they did that, but here that doesn't matter.
The Asher bids you welcome.
Oh, this place has wood. Hardwood construction, I think, is pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that. Anything you can trade is great with high elves because they can get so many trade partners. Money from trading is not worth quite yet. It's getting close. It's like 40 gold. Eventually we might switch over to that, but I think growth right now is still the place to be. It's pretty weird they don't have a public order thing that you can do. Take the taxes off. I just thought about this though, like this is gonna have a rebellion and this is also gonna have a rebellion, so I might need to hire up an army here. This terrible. Are there any like really good lords? I mean, this dude's legit. He's great with white lions. So that would be what, 25 minus 25% upkeep cost. And then this is minus 5, so that'd be minus 30%, and that's another 3, like minus 33% upkeep cost. So you can get them like real cheap. I need a little bit more influence. Maybe I can hire the White Lion guy up here and go ahead and get him going. And he can defend this, hold it down, come over here, take this out. Maybe that's worth, because he is kind of like a legendary lord. But we're going to need some more stuff for that. Wait, why can't I get a mage? Oh, I can only buy it here. Is that where it is?
I hear the Widowmaker.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so we need 40 for this negator. So he gets mystifying miasma and enfeebling foe. Okay. Incendiary is terrible. And I guess that makes him a bit more of a, or her a bit more of a fighter, but charge bonus plus 100. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I guess if you put her on a horse or something. Seems pretty bad though. Genius. Do most of these even matter that much? $10 for Thinker. Negator's pretty legit. Just seeing if there's anything like crazy. Glittering Robe and Transmutation, those are both pretty good. I think I'd rather get the White Lion guy on board though. Most of these aren't that great. Could look and see if there's a noble that's pretty good. Honed. That's actually really nice. Like 5 melee attack for a lot of your stuff. Defense, but that's like 40 influence. 10 leadership for the whole army is really nice too. Minus 5% upkeep for everybody is really good. There are definitely some quality things to be had here. But, okay, I think we're about to complete I'm gonna go ahead and complete this archive down here. Wait, do I even need to complete it down there? Because I really want to put the sword masters. I want to make the sword masters over here, anyways.
The Asher are troubled.
If I complete it here, I could go ahead and just pick up a life mage here. Even if it doesn't have a great trait, just whatever, just something neutral.
At your service.
I think that's probably fine. So that means we can go ahead and get rid of this one. And then maybe put up some public order or just some recruitment or something. I get some decent recruits, which is... Maybe I'll leave this then. I need the wood though. I don't need any of this stuff. I can just defend with like spearmen and archers if I need to with that one dude. I could even get this. It only gives 5 extra archers. It does give you some improvements though to stuff. What is channeling spire? Okay, we'll just run it that way for now. Maybe I'm grading out going for those resources, but... Okay, so that's all fine. We looked at the public order stuff. Intrigue at court. Don't need that. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next turn. We'll hold on to that, and then eventually we're going to delete it. And remember that those, the wizards and stuff, like, cycle through. So it's not those same ones forever and always. I don't know how often they change out, but it's fairly frequently. It feels like it's at least like every 5 turns or so. There's a couple of new ones that come in. And old ones disappear. Good kitty. Wow, Safari, all of those don't have any armies right now. I could go for Safari, but I think Caledor is prime time. $200 per turn for mages, hero action success chance, wins of magic. That experience per turn is pretty legit. Okay, it doesn't matter. I guess I should have taken the taxes off last time. Well, we can wait one more turn and then sell this. I'm trying to get as much growth as I can out of it.
The gods are angry.
Of course.
Shield against the darkness. I am honored.
Okay, so what do we want to get rid of here? I kind of like having like 2 cavalry type of units. Okay, so those naturally have 27 missile damage. Okay, so that's from like my techs and skills and things like that. So it's not that much of a difference. It's only 4 difference in damage right now. Then they have that armor. So maybe I do just go ahead and switch those out while we're at it.
You must restore order.
I don't think I need to upgrade that. I was just kind of putting it in there as a placeholder. Don't need this stuff for now. Tower of okay, so that's this place. Yeah, now we're gonna have some public order problems.
Defender of Ulfwan. Inspecting the garrison. Your orders?
Right, 3 bolt. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this guy I'm gonna take out probably most of the time and just have him spam influence. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 front line. We don't need that. We can probably get rid of like 3 spears.
Ever vigilant.
Wow, I can only hire 3 at a time here. Okay. This is probably a pretty good siege squad, I think. May have gotten rid of a little bit too much on the spear side. I don't know. Okay. Guess that's fine. I could have run over here even further, but I think it's going to take me 2 turns anyways. I didn't switch my techs over either. I need to go to military advancements. Should have done that last turn. Go for precise fletching. Okay, so maybe we won't upgrade these just because it's... We can only hire 3 per turn. So I guess we'll just keep that and just bum rush Vol's Anvil over here.
Ready for
Okay.
order.
Place is gonna fall soon. This wine, Tower of Lycian. I guess we just go growth. Go public order also, but we're probably gonna have to fight rebellion anyways. Let's go growth. That's fine. And then over here, losing 20 per turn. Definitely want that. Well, it doesn't give growth. Okay, I guess that doesn't give growth for elves. Want that, and I want... He's going to get a 20% discount on the White Lions if I hire a Laster here. And he's not going to get the same discount, I don't believe, right? Tale of Treasury. Shrine of Cain. Infantry Cav. Okay. So he doesn't get the discount on the normal stuff. So maybe I can go for this here. Really want to go for the wood, but I don't think I'm going to be able to have a whole roster of White Lions, but I may not need a whole roster, you know? I just need to be able to hold a siege. And we've got some units here that can hold a siege. Like, what's the garrison situation? There you go. So maybe I can just get some eagles, and so we're gonna have what is that? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. Yeah, I think we can probably just hold. Okay, so this is gonna be greedy, but I think we're gonna go for the wood there. Yvris, Trace. Okay. We're not going to be able to do any sort of diplomacy with anybody because they're all going to hate us. Okay. Got our bolt throwers going, and then we're just gonna run next turn. Oh, I forgot the noble. Dang it. I should have gone for the influence. That might actually be relevant because I need to get influence as much as I can. I need to get to 30. I'm pretty close to 30 right now. I guess I should have hired a sorceress too, down south. We can make that work though, that's fine. We can have a delay there. We can siege and then throw her in the army. She's gonna be like one step behind the main army, but maybe we can throw her in there. I don't know. I'm not even sure if we need her, but having some magic in there would be nice. This. The Seneschal of the court controls the flow of information. Income from trade, that's basically 1,000 gold for losing 12 influence. I think I'm just gonna pay this. I really want that influence. That's decent. How much is that going to change? I can't see my current public order, but like, how much is that going to change the calculus? We already have one open rebellion. It's just 5 turns. That's going to make our main town rebel faster, and the White Lion town, I think we're going to be at negative 40 right now. So would 5 more matter? I don't think so. Maybe I just dismiss him. I think I'll just go with the max here. That's getting kind of greedy, but... yeah. This is already in open rebellion. They're sieging me turn 1. Okay. I guess maybe I should have tried to get rid of that sooner.
Unswerving. Guide me. Destruction. Please accept my apology. Loyal to a fault.
Text, precise fletchings, OP. Go with that. Yes, that doesn't change the math on this at all.
Must be maintained.
How fast is this garrison healing? Not very. Trying to think. We can't even hire any White Lion units yet. We have to wait on this thing. So maybe we just wait on this to finish and then start hiring.
Shield against the darkness.
Oh, you can't raid? I forgot that you can't raid as high elves. Wow, that's pretty sweet though. Lilith's Blessing. Camp ambush.
Awaiting orders.
They have an army there? I'm gonna scout with the noble here.
Forward at once.
He does not. He's probably
Very
gonna
well.
move this one down over there though.
Ever loyal.
Should be able to hit him up next turn. We're gonna have a rebellion here soon. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dash. Just to make sure we're in range here.
Your orders?
I await your command. I am a fount of knowledge.
Shield of Alaria.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Cedric. I appreciate it. Genius is legit. Conductor. This is a... Feels like a totally different squad here. Flustered. Minus miscast chance. We gain Urion's Thunderbolt upgraded. That's not like that good, but 10 Winds of Magic is pretty legit. You're already gonna have miasma and all that stuff in Shadow. Well, that's one of the better ones. I'm never gonna cast that though. That's the thing. Maybe Genius is better. There could be some situations. I mean, 10 Winds of Magic is legit, even if I never cast that spell. Miscast chance is also legit. But do I want to spend 40, you know, influence on that? I need a Laster. That means I need 30. I think so.
We are ill at ease.
So I could spend 10 though. I kind of want to just get her
Tyrion,
with him.
heir of an area.
How's that garrison looking? Sykes, 9.
If you wish.
He's not recruiting right now. Okay, let's just get a cheaper one. Kind of don't want like an actual like actively bad one. Just like a neutral one for 10 is probably okay. Builder maybe. Magic resist. Maybe magic resist.
Mage of Ulfwan. The winds are rising.
If we see a really good one later, we can always just pick up that good one and then switch her out for someone else.
Asa Mage.
She can't move. I don't think we're going to be able to combine and fight next turn. We either have to wait for her or just go ahead and fight and bring her in there later.
You must restore order.
Okay, I think that's all good. That's all good. Not going to be able to do anything there. There's already a rebellion going on here. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. They're scheming. Gambling.
The sea turns!
Is there a second rebellion there?
Futile. Ridiculous.
They still grow even while they're sieging. I forgot about that. I thought that they had to, like, not siege in order to grow.
Certainly not.
Okay, well, that's almost certainly going to fall. And it takes damage while it's getting siege, too. Okay.
The people are restive.
Are we trading the full amount of furs? Yes. Okay. So we can go for more. So we're trading on the wood too. Yep. Always, it's often worth it to upgrade the buildings if you're actually selling all of the stuff. If you're not selling the stuff, it's probably not worth. Let's go ahead and grab some influence if we can.
Assar Noble. Smash it to ruins. A promising lieutenant.
He'd run down. He did not actually run his army down.
Ready to serve, as you say. Shield against the darkness.
Okay, so we could just go ahead and go for Val's Anvil, or we could try to hit him up here. Do they have gates or anything? No. 7.
If you wish.
So we could try to hit him before. Are we even gonna be able to? Yeah, we could go up there.
Defender of Ulf.
Before he hires more people. Is he gonna be able to hire though if I take out his main town? Yes, because his recruitment's in his secondary town. So do we go for his main town? Potentially get injured.
Tyrion, heir of an Aryan.
Or do we just take him out over here
Wise indeed.
before he hires more units? So he's going to be able to get like 6 units, or like he's going to go to like 9 or 10 in his army. So he's going to go to like 17.
Ulf One's defender.
Val's Anvil is a good one to try to grab early though.
Protector of the Evergreen.
Yes?
Your orders? Most
I think we'll just go ahead and take the capital.
Tyrion, heir
Try to
of
get
an
that under
Aryan.
control first. Since he's not there, I don't know.
Servant of the king.
Who else is at war? Let's see if anyone will pay us to go to war with him.
I serve the king.
Okay, Tyrannic. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
Lady of Ulthuan, you have a proposal for the Asur. How delightful. It shall be done.
Now, she only has 1 town left. She's got some dangerous enemies. I thought these guys are out of the game. Maybe they're from over here, I don't know. Getting this port might also open up. We got it.
Champion of the Evergreen.
Might also open up some trade routes or something.
Ulf One.
We can
Pull
go ahead
back.
and siege it if we want to, because we have these. It's going to take 2 turns if we want the siege towers. So we could go ahead and... Our army's not that great at sieging without the siege towers. We do have the right we can do. So we can take out the siege towers with these and then just gun them down. I mean, it's going to take us forever to beat down those doors, though. I might be able to, I think I can smash open the door with that, that thing though. Excuse me.
I lust for battle.
All right, let's do this right. We're about to recruit some white lions too, here in a little bit. So this will work out great. Bound spell, Reaver Bow, 3 uses, large area of effect. It's magic missiles, which kind of sucks. Power reserve, pretty good. 6 public orders, legit. Ambush defense chance is really good. Kind of digging the Winds of Magic power reserve here, though. Oh, that's an arcane item, though. There's a lot better arcane items than that out there. So maybe I should look at, like, the kind of item it is. Maybe Crown of Authority. I can put that on like a noble or something and just have them sit in a town and like hold the public order down. Just go with Crown of Authority. That is tempting, but at the same time, it's going to be replaced pretty quickly, I think, by other arcane items. I don't know, I haven't gotten a lot of items yet. That is pretty nice. I mean, guess there will probably always be a wizard that doesn't have one of these. You can only put these, arcane items can only go on wizards, though. So it's not like I could just put this on Tyrion or something like that. With Crown Authority. I just think that one's going to be less replaceable.
Okay. Orion. Attack.
Okay, let's do this fight, and then that'll be the fight for the episode.
There is glory to be won. I lust for battle.
Pretty sure we can just like break the door with this thing from what I remember. You can like break a tower, break a piece of wall, or you can break a door instantly. Like you get 3 charges of this and it's on like a 2-minute cooldown or something. I think that's how it works. And then we should just be able to walk through the door with Tyrion will just carve everybody up. Most likely Tyrion and the White Lions. Then we can use our bolt throwers to knock out the towers and then just kind of rain on them. Sadie, I will get you. You will get got. This thing. Oh, you get 2 uses. Okay. City walls and siege equipment. I mean, I can also use these to knock out the doors. I forgot those can knock out doors too.
Eagle Claw. Orders received.
Man, I wish I could get a working copy of Shadow of the Horned Rat, like the old school like PlayStation game. I've said that a lot in other campaigns. That was a hard campaign. That was a pretty hard game back then, and it was pretty sweet. I know they have it on GOG, but I still think it's like really buggy, and they just never fixed it. There's a second one too that I never played that I'm sure was probably pretty cool also. Sometimes I go back and like watch playthroughs of them, which is cool, but I was like, man, I wish I could do my own for the channel. Okay, bring him over here. So this doesn't come online for 45 seconds, so we're gonna have to.
Eagle Claw.
Now with the Eagle Claw, you have the option. You can either give it a bonus versus large, where it's like a concentrated fire, or it can split up and get a bonus versus infantry. So it's very multifarious.
Without fail.
So
Archers!
we're gonna want to just focus fire down their towers ASAP,
Assyrian guides us!
and try to spread out if we can. They're going for the white lines, of course.
Heir of Anarian. Evil claw.
Go ahead and focus this one out, just because that one actually is firing at us, and the other ones are not.
For the Ever Queen!
Get out of the way, boys.
Quickly now. Defender of Ulf-One.
Actually, let's go ahead and go up here.
Ulf-One proud.
Kind of like running in circles, but I think we want to go up here because I think I can just crack this door instantly.
Kinslayers!
What? Like city walls and siege equipment. Huh, okay.
Without fail!
I guess it doesn't do anything? I could have sworn that in the past you could just like target a wall and it would just like blow up. Oh, is that it? Okay. Okay, so I guess we can just run in that way then.
Loyal!
Death to all.
We will obey!
I mean, we can just rain on them. It's fine.
Onward!
Advance.
We have a ton of ammo because of all those upgrades.
It shall be done! Assa, advance!
So I could have put it up here if I didn't target an enemy, and I think it would have blown out the door. I think that's what I'm remembering.
All hope is lost! Archers! For our ancestors! For Ulf-One!
Forward. We advance.
On me! Loyal! Setting forth! Ancestors!
Pretty nice high-arcing shot on a lot of these archers.
Acknowledge! Death to all! Fight of all!
Understood. To battle. Champion of Alaria. Noble. As you say.
Archers!
I just rain on them here.
Kill them!
Look at that. Yes.
We will obey! Archers! To battle!
It shall be done.
Without
It just looks
question.
so cool, those bolt throwers.
Understood. Lacoy!
Oh, it didn't blow a hole in the wall that time. Kind of awkward.
Eagle claw. For the Ever Queen.
We away!
I don't know if we're going to be able to walk through this, but maybe.
White Lions.
Without fail! Defend order! It shall be done!
At once. Acknowledged. Brave and true.
Spearmen! Setting forth!
High elves are pretty sweet.
Archers!
They'd probably be the culture that I would most like identify with.
Ithalmar chariots!
I don't know if we even... I don't even want the chariots involved with those spears.
Asa, move!
Skaven are really fun. Like, the mechanics on the Skaven are really fun. But I would not want to be part of the Skaven brood.
Understood. Attack! Archers, we away!
These guys. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Sometimes, like, the line of sight stuff will freak out your units.
Enough! March! Direct me! Quick time!
They're running. I don't think... Maybe we can just run them down. This way, boys. Oh, he's probably gonna run through that door. Get him! Oh, come on. Oh, we got him. I think we got him. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a port town, so I don't think we want to sack, and we don't really need the money right now. So I'd rather have a higher probability of getting a building. Maybe 2 buildings. Because White Lions did pretty well in that. They're very susceptible to missile fire, particularly heavy armor-piercing missile fire from those early Dark Elf units. Dark Elves are a fun campaign, too. I like pretty much all the factions are cool. Wizardmen are, like, a little flat. They do have some cool stuff. The Wizardmen are kind of cool, but... They don't have artillery. They don't have missile units. They do have some kind of artillery, like, you know, type of stuff. But... High Elves, Dark Elves, and Skaven are all really fun. I would say my favorites in Warhammer 2
have triumphed.
in order, or like how I would rank the fact. Well, I'm thinking about the new faction like Vampire Ghosts and Tomb Kings. My favorite definitely Skaven. I think Dark Elves are number 2. High Elves probably number 3. High Elves are pretty fun. Maybe Tomb Kings next. It's been so long since I played Wizardman. I only did 1 campaign. I never get requests for Wizardman hardly. Maybe Vampire Coast, then Wizardman. I don't know. Wizardmen get this like crazy army with one of their rights. It's just like
Take what is rightfully ours.
Wizardmen are just like absurdly powerful with like some of the stuff that they do. And a lot of their things just kind of overlap a lot. It's like, okay, here's another infantry unit, here's another infantry unit. They're okay, though. They're all right.
Search this place.
Pretty juicy sack. We are going to, I mean, it
Take
looks
it
like we're
all.
rolling in money right now, but we're about to have to hire up a really big army. They didn't have any buildings. No,
Take
maybe I
what
do
you
just
can.
maybe I do just sack it here.
My
So much
strength
gold.
grows.
Like I said, I've had people in other,
Shield
other
against
campaigns
the
be like,
darkness.
LOL, you're getting 4,000 a turn. Why don't you hire like another army? It's like, well, because I need to save that money. Because sometimes you got to respond to stuff. Like up here, we're about to have a public order crisis. We're going to have to hire up an army pretty quickly. And because I haven't had an army, I've saved up. What turn is it? Turn 20? If I'd had a second army for like 10 turns, it was like even 2,000 gold. I would have been 20,000 gold shorter. I would have been broke.
Defender of
It's
Ulfwa.
because I've been frugal that I have enough money to afford some of these things.
Ever
Now, there's an argument if you get that second army, if you push forward and take more territory and stuff like that, then yes, it's worth it. Obviously, you do want to get more armies at some point in the game. Just, you don't want to
Our
automatically.
buildings lie in ruins.
It went from tier 3 all the way down to tier 2. I'm not sure if that's worth then. Minus 25% for dragons and all armies. Holy cow. Yeah, that was not worth, I don't think, because I thought it was only going to take it down to tier 2. It took it down to tier 1.
Defender of Ulfwa.
Can get Sunfang. I really, really want that for the public order. It's a breath? What? Major magical and fire damage. Breath attack. Can disrupt unit formation. Why does it last 17 seconds? Oh, that seems interesting. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I think finishing or getting one of these is probably worth. And then let me see it. I guess I could just, well, I'll look through them and talk through it real quick. I was about to say I could do this off screen, but I know a bunch of newer players are watching this. I just want to kind of talk through why some of these could be good or not. This is if you want to specialize in Phoenix Guard. Obviously, those are good units, but you don't want a lot of them. They are expensive. Your money would be much better spent most of the time on like Sword Masters or Dragons or something like that. So these are good, like, decent units, but Winds of Magic, I assume that's just for him. Sword Masters, 5% upkeep. That's interesting. Dragon Princes are okay. I still think like big dragons are probably better, but White Lion stuff, income from battle, Vanguard deployment. Okay, Isha, Spearmen and Archers. We're gonna have a lot of those over time, probably. Physical resist, leadership, upkeep reduction, casualty replenishment's pretty good. Income from sacking settlements is pretty legit. Leadership plus 10. Melee defense, Sea Guard. Okay, campaign movement range is really good, but other stuff's terrible. Like, you're not going to have a lot of chariots. Income from ports, 1%. It's pretty weak. Sacking settlements, I mean, I'm tempted on this one. Having high leadership is good. He already has a ton, though. Upkeep for dragons is legit. Dragons are expensive, and they are very, very powerful. Like, the High Elves have some of the strongest air units in the game, other than, I think the Dark Elf Black, like, their special dragons might be stronger. I don't know. Certainly have the biggest selection of dragons. It's the High Elves. Post-battle loot, White Lions are pretty legit. Industry buildings is bad. Dragon Princes, once again, are okay. This one's pretty good. Upkeep for Sword Masters. 2 Public Order. Okay, so got it narrowed down to either 5 Winds of Magic and Upkeep for Sword Masters, because this will be my front line end game. They're really good. So I'll probably have like 7 of these, and they're pretty expensive. Ideally, like, my Doom Stack army is probably going to have like 7 Sword Masters.
The people are restive.
So how much are those? Those are like 300 each. So I have like 7 of those. At 300 a pop, we'd be saving like 105 gold a turn, something like that. It's not a huge amount. Dragon Princes are 350. Big Dragons are 600. So these are equivalent in cost to 2 of these. So like in a Doom army, I would probably want like 3 or 4 of these. It's like a super rich army. So if I want like 4 dragons, that would actually save more if I had the dragon upkeep reduction than the sword master upkeep reduction, because 4 of these are equivalent to 8 of these in cost. Like having 4 of those would be really strong.
Ready to serve.
You don't want like too many of one thing, because they could counter it. Like they could have an army of like all like, you know, tier 5 halberds or something, like Blackguard of Nagarond. But that does make this more appealing. The leadership is good. Leadership on dragons is good. 5% upkeep on dragons, and sacking for 15% sack is really nice. So that makes that appealing. This, not as much. It's okay right now, but eventually we will transition away from those. White lions are good, but once again, Hoeth's going to be better. Dragon princes are okay. Real dragons are better most of the time. So it comes down to, do I want leadership on the sword masters and upkeep on the sword masters and 5 winds of magic, or do I want 15% sack? I think I want this. Plus 10 leadership. Okay, we'll go with that. Well, hold on. If I'm doing that, there's an argument for like, why even get that right now? Why not just get a point in something else? I guess the 15% sack is legit. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it just for the sack money. Okay, and then...
A promising lieutenant.
If we get him on an eagle, he'd actually be pretty good at sieging. Sort of, because you can like fly around and just disrupt on top there. Could use him to go fly and like, you know, tear up enemy artillery or something like that. But normal steed, I don't really like normal steeds because they just die to spears and halberds a lot. In a lot of, especially not in sieges. Your action cost 40% reduced. Let's go with that.
Tyrion, heir.
So we got that, waiting on that. This is going to have a rebellion, so we're going to have to come over there and deal with that.
Unwise.
Probably wait a minute or two.
The winds are rising.
Want her over here
Treading softly.
with me. Okay, what do I want to upgrade here? Wine, I think. Wine is tier 3, and then I can get some other stuff. That as well.
The Asa are riotous.
If you wish.
I agree.
Okay. So waiting one more turn on that. I think we'll be okay to wait a turn and then start hiring. I don't think they'll be able to siege us to shut us up. They could siege on the first turn. We can't hire anything except for White Lion, so
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
we'll figure it
I
out.
await your command. I simply cannot.
Oh, I've already used him this turn. Okay. So that's all good.
How can I assist you?
Kothic's not super happy with us.
Let's hear it.
Safary's mad. Lyrion's like super mad.
Can I offer assistance? Your wit and wisdom will be a welcome distraction. Sit, please.
Gladly.
Alariel, the faithful servant of Althwan. What brings you?
Okay.
The city is crumbling.
It's all good. Okay, so that's probably going to be it for this episode. Kind of a longer episode. I really need to start aiming for 45 minutes on these. I know a lot of people like the longer episodes, but I need to be able to get through, I don't know, 45. Seems more reasonable in a lot of situations. But I do want to fight. You know, I guess that's what I can do is like aim for 45 if we have a good fight or two worth. I really, really hate having episodes where there are no fights, though, so sometimes I go a bit longer on that. And sometimes there are some tougher decisions, like right there, I wasn't sure, like, and I want to explain what's going on, so I don't want to do that off screen. So we'll finish this turn, then we'll call it an episode, and then I'll probably do one more here and then try to go to sleep. Thought about going to sleep a bit earlier, but I don't have to get up in the morning. So that's good. My wife takes care of my daughter on the weekends, which is great. We're you know, looking at our budget a little bit, seeing if I can put her in daycare one more day a week, if we can afford it. Because right now I look after her 3 days a week, which is good. I love hanging out with my daughter, but you cannot do anything right now at the age that she's at. Like, I can't sit here and do any work for either the channel or schoolwork, because she just has to. If I'm doing anything on electronics, she wants it, so I just cannot have my phone out. You know, lots of attention all the time. When she's a bit older, you know, if I can just put a movie on for her and just get like, you know, a couple hours to just read something or whatever, and then go play with her in a park, you know, obviously not stick her in front of the TV for 8 hours a day, but if I could just get like a little bit of time later on, then it would be a lot more manageable. But right now it has to be like 100% hanging out with her all the time. Anyways, okay, but that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Remember, if you have an idea, you want me to, you know, do a campaign of your choice with any faction that you want, any mods you might want to see me check out, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can look into that, and I'll see everybody next time. Have a great day.